Imagine you're scrolling through Instagram and suddenly Justin Bieber pops up with another shirtless photo. The caption is strange enough to get people talking, but what really grabs attention is his wife Hailey, dropping nothing more than an eye-roll emoji. That tiny reaction has set off a storm of speculation online, and people can't stop guessing what's really happening between them. Justin's latest post is being called one of his boldest yet. He's showing off his tattoos, flexing his chest, and pairing it with a caption that reads, "Thirst trap fawa hose." Fans have been left scratching their heads. Some think it's code for something inappropriate. Others believe it stands for forever active or forever attractive, and a few are convinced it could mean absolutely nothing. With Justin, it's anyone's guess. But it's not just the photo that has everyone buzzing, it's Hailey's response. Usually when a husband posts a shirtless picture, his wife might throw in a fire emoji or a comment full of hearts. This time, Hailey went with a single eye roll emoji and then disappeared from the comments. For many followers, that spoke louder than words. This isn't the first time Justin has stirred up conversation with his social media activity. He's been posting attention-grabbing content for years, but his recent style feels different. The romantic couple pictures and posts celebrating his music have been replaced with shirtless selfies, gym shots, and captions that seem deliberately vague or designed to stir discussion. The shift has been gradual, but now it's hard to miss. Think back to when he and Hailey first got back together. His Instagram back then looked completely different, full of photos highlighting their relationship, their faith, and the happiness he had found after years of ups and downs. He often wrote long captions about how grateful he was to have her in his life. At that time, his posts gave the impression of someone finally grounded and secure. Now the tone has changed. His page looks less like that of a married man celebrating his wife and more like someone chasing attention. Fans have noticed how little Hailey shows up on his page these days. Before, it was normal to see her face on his feed multiple times a week. He'd post about how blessed he felt, how much he loved her, and often share pictures of her looking glamorous. These days, she's either missing completely or appears in the background while Justin keeps the spotlight on himself. What makes this recent post more interesting is the timing. The couple has been through some tough changes, health scares, work pressures, and the constant judgment that comes with living in the public eye. Some close to them believe Justin's obsession with gym updates and thirst trap photos might be a way of handling stress. Others wonder if the couple is going through something more serious. Hailey's eye roll emoji feels like a break from her usual approach. Normally, she's quick to jump into his comments with sweet words or multiple emojis to show support. That absence this time didn't go unnoticed, and her small but sharp reaction has led to thousands of comments trying to decode what it could mean for their marriage. Relationship experts online point out that when someone expresses irritation publicly, it often suggests private conversations haven't been working. It's rare for couples to call each other out in front of millions of people unless there's an unresolved problem behind the scenes. The fact that Hailey chose to comment at all instead of just ignoring the post makes it clear she wanted the reaction to be seen. Justin's fitness updates have been a big part of his online presence recently. He spends hours in the gym and proudly shows off his progress. There's nothing wrong with being confident in your body, but in a marriage, fans often expect that kind of content to sit alongside reminders of the relationship. The lack of balance, his constant self-focused posts, and the absence of his wife has left people wondering if something has shifted between them. Some in the entertainment industry think Justin's behavior is tied to a bigger plan. They believe he's trying to rebrand himself. For years, he was seen as the teenage heartthrob who grew up in the spotlight. Now, he may be aiming to present himself as an adult artist who appeals to a different audience. Posting bold photos, cryptic captions, and showing off his new lifestyle could be part of that image. But the rebrand seems to clash with Hailey's personality. She's always been more private and careful about how she shares her life online. While Justin leans into attention and shock value, Hailey prefers subtlety. That difference might be adding pressure to their marriage, especially when millions of fans are analyzing their every move. At the heart of this whole situation is a shirtless photo, a confusing caption, and one simple emoji. Yet, for people watching closely, it hints at something bigger. Whether that's just a difference in social media habits or deeper issues in their relationship. One thing's certain, fans will keep watching, commenting, and trying to piece together the truth behind every post. The difference between Justin and Hailey's online presence is becoming harder to ignore. Justin leans into bold photos and cryptic captions, while Hailey keeps her focus on fashion, beauty, and business. Her posts are polished, calculated, and brand-friendly, which doesn't always match her husband's unpredictable and sometimes controversial style. That contrast has only fueled the debate among fans, splitting them into some say Justin has every right to post whatever he wants, while others sympathize with Hailey, pointing out that it must be frustrating when his posts invite comments from strangers that cross the line. The reaction under Justin's latest shirtless photo has turned his comment section into a war zone. Fans are not just admiring or criticizing the picture, they're analyzing what it says about his marriage. Many have noticed that the post went up while Hailey was traveling for work, sparking speculation that Justin feels freer to share provocative content when she's not immediately watching his every move online. This whole drama opens up a bigger question about social media and relationships in the modern world. When one partner has millions of followers, every post feels like more than just a personal choice. It becomes a statement about their relationship. For couples like Justin and Hailey, the challenge is balancing their individual self-expression with the image they want to present together. Experts often suggest that when one partner's online behavior consistently makes the other uncomfortable, it's a sign they need clearer boundaries. Open conversations about what feels acceptable and what crosses the line are essential, but the fact that these tensions are playing out in public suggests those private talks may not be going smoothly. It's a reminder that celebrity couples don't just deal with the usual relationship challenges. They also live under a microscope where every emoji or absence of one is seen as a clue. Justin has always had a complicated relationship with social media. He's used it as a way to connect with fans, share personal thoughts, and sometimes vent when he feels misunderstood. That openness has often landed him in controversy, but it also makes him more unpredictable. Now that he's married, though, his posts affect more than just his reputation. They impact Hailey too. Hailey's approach could not be more different. She carefully tailors her content to highlight her career, promote her brand, and protect some sense of privacy. Her social media feels polished and strategic, reflecting the image she wants to project. Having a partner who shares impulsively creates an interesting and sometimes tense dynamic, especially when millions are watching for cracks in their marriage. Looking beyond just this couple, their situation highlights how different comfort levels with public attention can strain a relationship. Some people thrive on the instant feedback and attention that comes from posting bold, attention-grabbing content. Others prefer to keep intimacy private, or to share things more subtly. When those two approaches clash, it takes compromise and communication to keep things balanced. The entertainment industry is full of couples who struggled with this exact issue. For some, differing approaches to fame and publicity have been deal breakers. For others, it became a lesson in finding common ground and respecting each other's boundaries. The ones who manage to make it work usually do so by setting clear rules and being willing to adjust when their partner feels disrespected. With Justin and Hailey, the big question now is whether they can find that balance. Will Justin ease up on his thirst trap post to avoid further tension, or will he keep pushing the envelope in the name of self-expression? Will Hailey continue to voice her feelings through subtle emojis and silence, or will she address the issue more directly? Their next moves will reveal a lot about how they want to handle not just each other, but also the millions of fans who analyze every interaction. One thing is for sure: their followers are paying attention. Every post, every like, and every emoji will be dissected for meaning. While this may seem like just another celebrity squabble, it's also a reminder that even couples who appear strong and successful have to put in the effort to keep their relationship healthy, especially when it unfolds in the public eye. As this story continues to play out, fans will be watching to see whether Justin and Hailey can work through their differences, or if their contrasting approaches to social media drive a deeper wedge between them. Either way, the drama isn't slowing down anytime soon, and millions of eyes will be waiting for the next update.